All right, everyone. If you're on program, I'm going to ask that you sit at the front tables and we're going to get started once I see Clorith. All right, Clorith. Are we live, Clorith? Awesome. Welcome, everyone. Thank you so much for attending tonight's kickoff of the Support-A-Southernite Campaign. I'm going to ask that you all silence your phones or mute your phones. Yes, please. Thank you so much for showing up tonight for our students. My name is Courtney Gerald. For those of you who do not know me, I serve as the Southern University Alumni Federation First Vice President. And before I move on to the prayer, I just want to again say thank you for attending in person. Thank you for attending online. Your presence means everything to the students of Southern University and A&M College. Next, I'm going to invite Mr. Tavares Walker, our General Counsel.
Good evening. As Courtney mentioned, my name is Tavares Walker, and I have the esteemed pleasure of serving as the Federation's General Counsel. I welcome everyone, both near and far, in person and online, to this event. May we all bow in prayer. Father God, as we gather here today under your care and protection, we offer you thanks for giving us guidance, love, and your kindness that never fails us. We thank you for all of these blessings. We thank you for our students, our community, our university, and most importantly, our donors. We hope that you guide our thoughts, control our actions, so that we may continue to bring glory to the bluff. Strengthen us and fill us with your peace. May we love each other and serve each other as Jesus would want us all to do. Fill us with your Holy Spirit so that we can continue to do the good work of Southern University. Amen.
Amen again. So let me start with the scripture. Little children, let us not love in word or talk, but in deed and in truth. I want you to think about that as we go through this program. But in deed and in truth. That's 1 John 3 and 18. It'll speak to you. So, right now, I see the beautiful sons and daughters of our human jukebox, and I'm going to ask that they come into the building, come into the room. Let us greet them as they enter. I see our wonderful band director, Dr. Taylor. Dr. Taylor has arrived. And I also see our associate director over there. Yes, please wave. Give him a hand clap. Thank you so much. Our students always look professional. The jukebox always represent the blue and gold very well. And we are so very proud to see them. Come on in. This is our future right in front of us. Our next representatives, our next senators, our next congressmen or woman, right? They are right there in front of us. Dr. Taylor, please proceed. Great. Great.
Pour into them, and I tell them, the more you pour into yourself, the more others will see the need to pour into you. So we just really appreciate you all for all that you do for the Southern University Community do and the Southern University system all together. So thank you all for all that you do. Again, the Southern University Community do often imitated, never duplicated, and the other bands can recreate. The Southern University do hey! Hey! Oh!
Thank you, Dr. Taylor and staff. I promise you, it feels like all 300 plus band students are in the building. I don't know about you, but my ears are ringing. My ears are ringing. So next up, I'm going to ask, let's see, my clicker's not working. I'm going to ask President Jones to come up and give us a welcome.
Thank you, Madam First VP. I won't keep y'all long. I know we got a program and we got to get to what's important here, actually, the students. But I want to take this opportunity first to acknowledge those in the room. And we wouldn't be here today without our team. I see a good bit of them here, the Executive Board of Southern University Alumni Federation. Will you guys stand up real quick? I know Madam First VP is in the group. Will you stand up, our board, for being here? Thank you. We also have a past president of Southern University Alumni Federation, Brother James Brown, is in the room. Recognize him. Some chapter presidents. I know Chris Levy is a chapter president. Madam Keisha is a chapter president. And then we also have our Bianca's a VP and a foundation in the back. She's really stepped up and helped us out tonight. And one important one, today earlier, Mr. Ledette told a story about, are you really working hard? That was the message to the students. Are you really working hard? And he talked about, comparing it to slavery days. Are you working that hard compared to slavery days? Nobody's working that hard, I guess they can. But I do know one person who does, and that's Miss Courtney Jarrell. One of his statements was, Harriet Tubman didn't get an award. And everybody here are volunteers, and Courtney's a volunteer. And if you didn't get an email or a phone call about being here tonight, you probably wasn't here. You probably didn't know about it. But she really was responsible for tonight. She put together this entire program, and her committee, they're here to did a wonderful job raising dollars for these students. They hired the band. We got the students here. So this is really great. Give her a round of applause if you can. And also, don't forget, we have some students. I want the students to stand up. We have some students in the room. I want to recognize you guys and the reason why we're here. All right, enjoy the evening. Welcome, and go Jags. One more recognition. The state representative of the floor. I will make sure you recognize you. Anybody else I missed? I'm just not.
We always have to recognize our dignitaries, and we're so very blessed to have State Representative LaFleur in the building, as always. And she's never by herself. She's always with her soulmate. Thank you for attending. Yes. So next we'll hear from our very own Mr. Christopher Levy, our historian, remembering our founders.
Good evening, Southernites. Excellence defines us, pride sustains us, and tradition guides us. On March 9th, 1914, Scott Bluff, once home to a plantation, became the educational land known today as Southern University and A&M College. Humble beginnings in a cottage once turned towards the river to welcome enslaved human beings. Today, the cottage is a symbol of our perseverance, faces the Scotlandville community. Dr. J.S. Clark's vision has been manifested into the only HBCU system in the world. Southern University has educated over 100,000 scholars of African American and other ethnicities. Today, we remember our founders by saying their names. Joseph S. Clark, education giant and first president of the new Southern University. Octavia Clark, alumna of Louisiana HBCU Coleman College, wife of J.S. Clark, and the first registrar and first music teacher at Southern University. John S. Jones, namesake of Old Jones Hall, used to be a rite of passage for male students here at Southern University, became the first director of Southern's academic department, and he is a native of historic Donaldsonville, Louisiana.
Yes, we can.
Emma Mayberry, alumna of Columbia University and the University of Chicago, was the first teacher of home economics, and James Moore, alumni of the Tuskegee Institute, was an industrial art instructor, primarily focusing on blacksmithing. President Clark closed his 1928 Founders Day address with the words that still remain relevant today. He said, "This is your institution. Stand by it. Make it first. Talk good about it. Extol its virtues and hide its faults. Be a booster, not a knocker. Rejoice in its achievements and not in its downfall. The institution is a lily planted by the water.
Hi, how are you?
Nourish it,
Good.
and its fragrance and sweet perfume will
guess we're
scatter
still waiting.
over the state
Yeah,
if
I
we
just wasn't
don't
sure how
crush
we're
it."
gonna be cued in and
Thank you.
Okay.
did you guys receive any?
Thank you.
I didn't.
That was wonderful. I'm going to ask those that are speaking virtually to mute your phones.
I just know. I guess when
To
we're
mute
ready
your
for us,
phones.
we'll turn our camera on and we'll start speaking.
I don't think they hear me. But that's okay because I'm still hearing the jukebox in my ear, right? Thank you, Brother Christopher Levy, because it's always amazing to go back to remember where we came from. Thank you, President Jones, for reminding us where we came from. Okay, that's very important. And this program is to have a perspective of going forward. And you know, with hearing the sounds of the jukebox, that made me want to get out my money and pay my alumni dues. That made me want to get encouraged to do more to support some additional Southernite students. So that's why we're here tonight. Next, I'm going to ask Miss Alicia Jones, who is the Los Angeles chapter president, to speak on behalf of the scholarship committee. She has a special message, and I could tell you that process was a very labor of love, as you would say. So thank you in advance to the scholarship committee, Miss Alicia Jones. I think you're mute, Miss Alicia. Unmute yourself. Unmute yourself.
Hello, Jaguars.
Hi.
I bring you greetings from Southern University Los Angeles Alumni Chapter, and of course, from the super sensational Support-A-Southernite Scholarship Committee. Thank you, thank you, thank you, President Carlton Jones and Madam First Vice President Courtney, for trusting us with this wonderful opportunity to serve. It is such an honor and privilege to be with you virtually this evening, live from Los Angeles. The Support-A-Southernite Scholarship Committee consists of David Dortez, Myron Lawson Jr., and yours truly. As I thought about the theme for tonight, sustaining our legacy, I was encouraged. Our committee thoroughly reviewed 123 applications, letters, and transcripts. We are proud to share that 59 students were selected. 18 students from the world-renowned Southern University Human Jukebox Band, 21 students from SUSLA, and 20 students from SUNO. Each student will be awarded $500. We are confident that our legacy will be sustained. As we reviewed the applications, we were moved immensely by the academic achievements, the phenomenal talent, and the moving letters and testimonies that drove us to tears. We witnessed first-generation students, future lawyers, nurses, business owners, engineers, and students continuing a Jaguar family legacy. Remember, there is no magic to achievement. It's really about your hard work, your choices, and your persistence. Congratulations again from the Scholarship Committee to our 2024 Spring Scholarship recipients. Continue to soar high like an eagle. God bless you. Thank you.
Awesome. Now let's get into introducing our scholarship recipients. First, we'll hear from Ms. Charlissa Laws, who serves on the the Support-A-Southernite Committee. She will tell us the names of the Human Jukebox recipients.
Good evening.
It's on me.
I will
Can you hear
introduce
me?
to you yes.
Okay.
I will introduce to you the Human Jukebox scholars who have received the Support-A-Southernite scholarships. Amir Mitchell, Amaya Branch, Boris Coley, Braylon Tillman, Kaviana Hill, David Casasas, Gianni Phillips, Jacob Johnson, Casey Randalls. You hear? Stand up. Yes. Kevin Wilkins, yes, come on up. Keon Brinkley, Litzy Turquoise, Macy Campbell, Michael Black, Oikwa Oyakri, Sydney Jackson, Taylor Coleman, and William Jones. These scholars have dedicated themselves to not only making the grades, but also those long hours of practice and attending classes. So we are so proud of you. Let's give them another hand.
At this time, I would like for the scholarship committee members to come up. President Jones, Kia Bickham, Chris Levy, Shana. Let's take a photo so that Yeah, oh, students, will you come down, please? Thank you. Come this way, come this way, come this way. Yeah, yes. Cassandra. All right, another round of applause for these wonderful students. You know, when your photographer says go outside, you go outside. So next, we'll hear from Dr. Shana Warner. She's going to give us the Sussler recipients.
Good evening. I have the privilege to introduce to you the recipients from the Southern University at Shreveport campus. As you all heard already, there were quite a few applicants, so we are pleased to have these students as our recipients. Angel Freeney, Brian Cooks, Brittany Galloway, Cameron Holmes, Courtney Wallace, Diane Tisby, Ebony Esther, Jamarion Kelly, Jiren Young, Kadarius Foster, Kimon Houston, Kimberly Michelle, Carice Lord, Lakeisha Thunderberg, Lauren Sanders, Ryan Lewis, Rohina Gopali, Shamaya Whitaker, Tanya Calderon, and Zadai Anderson. I think most of them are clearly there in Shreveport, so they're joining us via our YouTube channel, but they are listed behind me. Congratulations again to those students.
Thank you, Dr. Warner. Next, we have Ms. Kia Bickham with the SUNO recipients.
Good evening. It is my honor and privilege to announce the scholarship recipients from our Southern University at New Orleans campus. And I want to apologize to all of the recipients who are watching online if I mispronounce your name, but I am going to do the best that I can. Our first recipient is Anaya Gilmore, Anzita Williams, Ashley Lucian, Rashawn Dawkins, Kadrika Dabney, Shikaduli Osuji, Coy Guillory, DeJoyna Jones, Dana Pollard, Fatumata Drame, India Robinson, Jovian Baker, Latoya Coleman, Londrell Jones, Alashuan Adelo, Shakendra Christmas, Taylor Woods, Tiffany Claiborne, Twyla Frank, and Zion Wright. Congratulations again to all scholarship recipients.
Only Kia could do those names. So thank you, Kia. All right. So now this is just as important as recognizing our student recipients. It's also important to give testimonials from our givers, our donors, and we're going to start with our very own State Representative Vanessa LaFleur and Mr. Brian LaFleur.
Hello, everyone. So we are happy to be here. Southern is home to us. Southern is a part of our DNA. We both come from families where Southern was not about choice. It's the only university that we wanted to attend. I did not apply to a single other HBCU. I was born a Jag, I'll die a Jag. The one thing that I love most about Southern is its legacy, its standard of excellence. I do what I do for Southern because of Beverly Wade and Donald Wade. They raised me right on this campus. They taught me what it was to love Southern and that I had an obligation to give back. I will give back to eternity because you have the opportunity, just like I do, to put Southern in my will. So I invite you to think about giving Southern beyond your time here and to teach your children what it means to love dear Southern.
Good evening. The reason why I give and support institutions is simply because I believe that I am my brother's keeper. I believe that as God blesses me with substance, I need to share it with others. I need to figure out ways to uplift others, to benefit others that may need just a little bit more. So it's very rewarding to give. I encourage everybody to do so. And when you see the looks and experience the joy on the people's faces that you touch by the gifts that you give, there's nothing like it. Just like these students here in this Support-A-Southernite Campaign, get to organizations that are doing things for our community, just like SU Alumni Federation, SU System Foundation, your churches, and other nonprofit organizations. We encourage you to give, be your brother's keeper, and see the joy that shows afterwards. Thank you.
Go Jags.
Go Jags.
Now we'll turn it over virtually to Ms. Chantel Quinn. She will talk with us about the company match. Followed by Ms. Chantel, we'll have our very own Mr. Ronnie Bell. Chantel? Unmute your phones. There you go.
Hello,
Hi.
I'm Chantel Quinn, and I'm happy to be here today. I'm a SU alumni graduate of 1996. I majored in computer science, and I'm happy to talk to you about company donation matching. If you have not already, please check to see if your company does donation matching. If they do, please take advantage of it. I read that there's an estimated $4 to $7 billion in matching gift funds that go unclaimed per year. That's a large number, and that can make a big difference in a university or any organization that you would like to give back to. I'm going to give you an example of how is. For example, the last corporation I worked for, we had approximately 20 SU alumni. And so every opportunity we got where Southern University was having opportunities to donate funds, we would give, for example, $100 each. And so if you take that $100 times 20 SU alumni, that's $2,000, right? And so if we did the company matching, which we always did, we were able to give $4,000 instead of $2,000. So we were able to double our contribution. So take advantage of company matching. If you don't know if your company does it, look into it, research it, take advantage of it. A lot of companies match 1-to-1, but I heard there's some companies that match, 2-to-1 or 3-to-1. So please take advantage of it. So if anything, I want you to take away today that taking the extra step to fill out your philanthropy or your company matching form will make a big impact, and it will prevent you from having to reach back into your own pockets to get extra money. So take advantage of it, and if you don't know if your company does it, go ask. Thank you for your time.
Thank you, Southern Knight. Thank you. I don't know if you all know Mr. Ronnie Bell, but you should if you live in Louisiana. And matter of fact, you should know Mr. Ronnie Bell, Mr. Cotton Candy, Mr. Mr. Real Entertainment Group himself. We are so very honored to have Mr. Ronnie Bell, who is a Southernite. Look, let me stop. Let me let him introduce himself. Please, Mr. Ronnie Bell, make sure your mic is on.
Yes, ma'am. How's everybody?
Great.
Again, this is your boy Ronnie Bell. I appreciate y'all. And most of all, I love Southern University. Southern University, I'm a class of 2009 and 2013. Um, a proud graduate of the College of Business at Southern University. I just want to express how grateful I am to have the opportunity to give back. I've been able to travel and I've been able to achieve my dreams because of Southern University. I was able to perform with the band, Mr. J, Dr. Greggs, um, Kedrick. Appreciate the great job and love the great job he's doing now. But none of the things that I could achieve or could have done in life would have been possible without the education and the caring and the things that I was taught at Southern University. Just understanding about being a man and being a Black person in business, and whenever I do achieve something, whenever I do establish myself, to give back. And I definitely want to give back, and I hope to give more. And I really look forward to working with the Alumni Foundation and the university as a whole, and doing many great things in the future. So I appreciate you guys. And we only gave 1,000 this past year. We really plan to give more this upcoming year, and we just want to continue this relationship and partnership with Southern University.
Thank you, Mr. Ronnie Bell. Mr. Ronnie Bell, before you go, please tell us if you have a new single out or what your last single was so we can go out and get it if we haven't heard it yet.
Yes, ma'am. I need everybody to go check out my last single that I put out. It's called "The Party Ain't Over."
Hey.
And then I got a new single coming out real soon, but we'll shoot that out and let everybody know. But again, man, please go check out "The Party Ain't Over" by your boy Ronnie Bell.
Thank you, Mr. Ronnie Bell. Now, Mr. Ronnie Bell said he only gave 1,000, but you know what? That's one of our top donors for the Support-A-Southernite Campaign, and we will take it. That's 2 scholars. That's 2 of those kids sitting right there. So thank you so much, Mr. Ronnie Bell and the Real Entertainment Group. Go Jags, go Southernite. Next, Miss Wanda Crawford, Suno Chapter. Please turn your mic on. You have the floor.
Good evening, everyone. It is my pleasure to speak to you about the SUNO alumni contribution to the Southern University Federation Student Scholarship. This great endeavor is for our students, give them an opportunity to access additional funding source. Many of our students are challenged, have challenges with paying their tuition and books. When the Alumni Association decided to give to this scholarship, it was no question or doubt that our SUNO students will be able to benefit from this program. As an alumnus, we have to start giving back. We are obligated obligated as a fellow Southern University system graduate to help our fellow students. One of my favorite quotes is with Michelle Obama. She states in this quote, "We should always have 3 friends in our lives. One who walks with us, walk ahead, who we look up to and follow. One who walks beside us, who is with us every step of our journey, and then one who reach back far and we bring along the way after we clear the way." This quote by the former Lady Obama is how we should emulate our commitment to our university and our students. I encourage each chapter to make a donation to this worthy cause. Thank you, and you guys, and congratulations to all the students that received the awards tonight. Congratulations, guys.
Thank you. Thank you, Miss Wanda. We appreciate your leadership, your chapter leadership. Next, Mr. Dion Dorset, Houston chapter.
All right. Hello, everyone. Good evening
Good
and
evening.
congratulations. I'm sorry, can I be heard?
Yes, we hear you.
All right, wonderful. So, good evening, everyone. Congratulations to all the scholarship recipients. My name is Dion Dorsett. I'm your National Sergeant at Arms. But tonight, I have the distinct pleasure of representing the Houston chapter, which was the first chapter in the country to donate to the Support-A-Southernite Campaign. So we are very proud of that distinction, and we look forward to doubling our efforts for the upcoming campaign. Oh, my camera's not on?
No, it's not on,
What's
but
going
we
on
hear
with
you loud and clear.
1 second. I'm sorry. Two cameras on at the same time. There we go. I
There
can
he
see
goes.
myself. All right. So again, we look forward to in our efforts to supporting our students across the Southern University system. I want to tell you just really briefly, while I have an opportunity to speak with you, how important $500 is. And this is to all the people who weren't able to contribute last year. I encourage you to contribute this year because of what it means. When I first started my journey at Southern University, I did not have any money to go towards scholarships, no way to pay for books. My first scholarship was a $500 scholarship. It paid for the majority of my tuition in 1999, which is quite a while ago. Now, I know $500 doesn't go as far, but I can tell you that that $500 helped to change and shape the course of my life. I'm now a successful entrepreneur. I have a wonderful wife, family, kids. All of those I contribute to someone willing to go the extra mile to support me and during my educational journey. So I want you all to continue to dig deep and to continue to support our students because you just never know what your contribution, what your support will do for someone that is in need. And also, I want to say that each one of these students is definitely worthy of this scholarship. And I want to thank the student athletes, aka the band members, for all the hard work that you do. And I hope that we can give even more for years to come. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Brother Dion. Next, Ms. Dorothy George, our newest donor.
Good afternoon. My name is Dorothy George, and as a product of rural North Louisiana, I come to you as a recipient of a scholarship from the Bastrop Alumni Chapter in 1968. Okay? So Southern University has been supporting students. Without Southern University, I would not be the person that I am today. And I'm excited to support them. I am a Sapphire Life member. I do support Southern University, but this gives me another opportunity to add Southern University to my financial budget and annually prepare myself as a retiree from the IBM Corporation and the state of Louisiana, prepare myself to contribute every year and also to contribute to other fundraisers that may be available because, again, as a recipient of a scholarship in 1968, it does work. So thank you. I'll make my contribution tonight, and I encourage everyone else to do the same.
That's what I like to hear, right? So one of the things that I was thinking of as I was making my notes, I wanted to remind those of you who are not aware the benefits of the scholarship. We're going to reach a $200,000 goal, right? We have to say it in order for us to do it. And the only way we're going to do it is if, one, we trust and believe in God, and we trust and depend on each other and encourage those Southernites who are not familiar with what we're doing in the Alumni Federation. So I'm encouraging you to ask someone, hey, did you see the information about the Support-A-Southernite? If not, let me send you this YouTube, which will be available to you, right? Go to our sualumni.org website. Send them the QR code that's everywhere, right? So 250 scholarships are designated for students in SUNO. That's the goal we're trying to reach. 25 scholarships for Susler, Shreveport campus, and 25 scholarships for the Ag Center. That's our goal, right? So last year, we didn't reach the goal. That was the first time we did it, but we raised $55,000 the first time. And all we did was ask you beautiful people, the beautiful people out here in the audience, those of you who are listening that could not show up in person, we can do so much more. And I know these students, if you see their faces, they're so grateful. I know I would be. So later on, you'll hear from Mr. Robert Harrison, and he's going to tell you an easy way that won't be so much of a burden on you because times can get hard. You can do a recurring gift of $100. So if we did $100 tonight or this month, we can do it until August, and you will reach $500 and you'll get a jacket. Right? That's the easy thing. So we'll just move on with the presentation and listen to our very own former Southern University Alumni Federation President, Mr. James Brown. Mr. James Brown, please. This is a man with a vision. This is a mentor. This is a visionary. This is a man of God. This is a jaguar.
To President Carlton Jones, to Second Vice President Courtney Jarrell, to the Executive Council, and also to our reason for being, the students and the scholarship recipients that are here tonight. Let's give them another hand. It's been wonderful. I'm not good at speaking. What I'm good at is getting a room full of people and getting at the table and cast a vision. Then we organize and make the vision work. I've been doing that for 55 years. This is my 55th year as being a financial member of the Southern University alumni. I just thank God for Southern and all that Southern has done for me. Like I said, I'm not a speaker. I'm just a doer. But I'm a graduate of 1969 accounting. Integrated the workforce at Texaco Oil Company in Houston, Texas. Spent 32 years there at Texaco. I joined the alumni in November of 1969. Some years later, I became the Houston chapter president. Houston was the first alumni chapter to host a national conference in 1982. The second conference that we hosted was in 1991, and it's still by far the best conference that we have ever had. We changed the agenda, but more than that, we was able to profit $40,000 from that conference in 1991. So anyway, just being a member of this great organization for 55 years, I feel so old in this room tonight because some of you wasn't even born. But since I've been a member for 55 years and I'm tracking somewhere towards a diamond-eyed jaguar, and if you don't know what that means, we established Donaldway. Now we just established the alumni lapel pin. And during my tenure, what we decided to do, we wanted to get national membership to another level. And so everybody walking around with these jaguars on their lapel, and we decided that, our jaguar is blind. And so we need to create a seeing eye Jaguar. And so we started with the Ruby, started with the Sapphire, and then the Diamond Eye Jaguar that has a gold lapel. That's the highest level that you can achieve in membership, and that's usually at the $5,000 in contribution level. So I know that I'm getting close. Glad to be here. I'm always excited. Courtney asked if I wanted to do Zoom, and I said no. I need a fix. I'm from Houston, Texas, and whenever I need a fix, I come to the Bluff. That's a good therapy for me. I think it was in 1913 when Dr. Joseph Samuel Clark and his young son Felton came to Scotts Bluff. Joseph said to Felton, there is Southern University over there on that bluff. Felton responded, all I see, Dad, are trees. Joseph said, son, you've got to have imagination. And I call these tree folks. I'd like for us to be tree folks. You got to have imagination. Dr. Clark's dream, and I'm a proud product of Felton Grandison Clark. His dream was for Southern University would impact the world beyond the railroad track. And when he felt like students were not achieving, he would shut down the campus, call a convocation, and we would be so inspired from what he said to us that the library would have lines waiting to get in so that we could go in and achieve some more. So we are the personification of the dreams and the vision of the tree folks, the Clarks. Those magnificent giant oaks are still there, covered in that beautiful Spanish moss. They are still there. Can we just be like the trees? The trees. Stay rooted and grounded in Southern. The trees. Adapt to change in order to grow and become better. The trees provide support for our alma mater. As the tree gives back, we should have at least good tree sense and give back. The trees were there in 1914. The trees was there the first time I came on campus in 1963 and 1964. Y'all probably not old enough to remember, but that was during the years where we came during spring break and we participated in the LIALO rally. And that was my entrance to Southern University. 63 and 64, the LIALO rallies. I was singing in the high school choir, baritone soloist in the quartet. Dr. Perkins, Dr. Clark had the vision that he wanted to create a male glee club. And so all of the guys who won Superior at the state rally were recruited to organize this male glee club. And we would move around the state and across the nation representing Southern University. Can you imagine 30 Jaguar men in uniform marketing and making known this great university? That's who we were. So we had these tree folks, Felton and Dr. J.S. Clark, tree folks in our lives. In charging you, again, I want us to be like trees. How can we be like trees? Well, we can be like trees because they are sturdy by a strong root system. My first week on campus, Hurricane Betsy hit our campus, dismantled and tore up many of the buildings. The football stadium in particular just obliterated the football stadium. But I submit to you that the football stadiums, the buildings were torn up, but the trees stood strong. So we can be like a tree because Southern prepares us to withstand the mightiest of storms. We jaguars, we might bend, but we don't break. Southern helps us to get help so that we can stand the pressure of life. And Joseph and Felton drew from those trees, and we can do that too. I'm unlike many of you, and the reason I don't like to speak because at Southern I was mediocre at best. No financial aid, never received a scholarship, sometimes homeless, stealing sleep from my friends in a dormitory. Those are the sacrifices that I've made here at Southern. I'm just mediocre at best. My wife of 53 years wouldn't even talk to me when we was on campus because I was mediocre at best. So she came to Houston, found out that I was working for Texaco in accounting, and so we had our first conversation, and we've talked every day ever since. All I ever wanted was a conversation. I was just mediocre, sometimes homeless, hustling my way through school. But when you come to Southern University, even mediocre can be amazing. It's amazing, amazing. We could be like trees to draw from the proper resources to sustain our lives. Then we can be like trees, or like a tree, because what trees give back to the rest of us. Think of what a tree gives. It just gives and gives and gives. Food, satisfy our hunger. Wood, to build our dwelling places. Ornaments, to make Southern girls beautiful. Medicine, to make us well. So much can happen because of what a tree gives. So the question that begs to be asked, what are you giving back? Are you like a tree? I like the way Dr. Felton G. Clark put it. Here's what he said, and I quote, Southern never stood still, always has possessed the mind and the outlook of the student. Say that again. Southern has never stood still, always possessed the mind and the outlook of the student. Ever willing and anxious to learn and practice how to become better. This is why Southernites everywhere literally revere their alma mater. Here it is. He said, this is why even those who did not trod the path of Scott's Bluff are virtually compelled to admire those of us who did. That's what Clark said. So, everywhere we go, people want to know who we are. So we tell them, we are the Jaguars, the mighty, mighty Jaguars. Let me call from a call on a great Southernite Jaguar in the sky to help me give charge to this event. You've already heard it one time tonight, but I cannot hear it enough. And every time I hear it, I get a rush. That great Jaguar is Dr. Hill Perkins. He wrote this song, Southern University, Defenders of the Golden Blue. We will always loyal be and raise a cheer for you. All for one and one for all, we got the will to win for thee. We fight, 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 till we win the victory. I leave you with two things. I'm a Baptist preacher. They didn't put that on the program because they knew I'd require a lot of mic time, number one. Number two, they knew I was going to ask for an offering. But what I leave you with, and they've been stealing my tagline and my expression, I believe in my heart that God is a jaguar. Why else would he make the sky Columbia blue and the sunset gold? Before I can charge you, I first must charge myself. Sweetheart, come up. Okay, bring my cell phone. No, just come up. Just come up. We like to, like others in the room, we'd like to give our, come on up, sweetheart, come on. This is my smoking hot wife of 53 years. We don't want to pledge. We don't want to pledge. We want to give tonight our $500 to support this mission. So if you would, you got this QR code on your programs. Just scan that QR code and join us in giving your $500 tonight. If you don't give it tonight, give it before June, before we attend the National Alumni Conference. God bless you. God keep you, and go Jags, and let's be true blue. True blue. True blue. True blue means that it is my moral obligation to give back to Southern University, and no one should have to ask me to do it. God bless you. Get your phones out. Let's charge it up. Thank you so much.
Thank you. That's a perfect segue. I'm a tree. I'm a SU tree, and I know you are too, right? So if you donate this year, we have decided, the scholarship committee has decided to change up the jacket. So we do have some jackets available from the 2023 drive if you're still interested while supplies last. However, this is the new jacket. It is a bomber jacket. It is exclusive to the Southern University Alumni Federation, and we hope that you like it. Yes. Awesome. Next, our very own Mr. Robert Harrison. He is just a phenomenal help to the Southern University Alumni Federation. So please give him another round of applause.
Well, thank you all, and thank everyone who's been a part of this campaign. And I remember when Courtney was talking about it from the infancy stage right into it being an implementation and then actually reaching its goals, right? And looking at some of the numbers and analytics, you know, this year you raised over $55,000, right, out of that $200,000 goal. That's a little bit, right, of around 28%. Right, so just imagine a groundswell of Southernites who are going to participate in this campaign over the next 12 months, right, and leading up into the conference and leading up until the end of the year. You know, there's over 65,000 living Southernites that we have at the foundation we call the Office of Institutional Advancement, who have the availability to participate in this campaign. And so one of the things we're going to do today is go through the website that allows you to make that contribution, right? Mr. Brown just came up here, and he's one of those seed planters from one of those trees that have been placed here on this historic ground. And so if we could get the website that shows the pathway for us to make contributions, right? As we see it now, it was $55,000, now it's at $56,152 that's been raised for us this campaign. And so there's an option on there. Ms. Jarrell talked about the opportunity, if you slide up just a little bit more, where it has right there, this little opportunity, right? You select, either you can select your $500, or if you're like me, I like to give recurring giving like I do my Netflix and everything else. It gives you the opportunity to make that gift on the monthly basis. You can decide the 1st or the 15th of each month. Pick your designation, right? So if you're doing $50 a month, $100 a month. Now, do note, if you do select that, it's going to continue making that gift, right, on each monthly basis. So if you want a note on there, if you want it to go for 12 months, 6 months, whatever the case might be, make that note on there. It's already pre-scripted to go to the designation, to the fund for the Southern University Alumni Federation for the Southernite Campaign. And then from there, it's the e-commerce page, right? You just go ahead and fill out your information. If you want to remain anonymous, you might not get that bomber jacket, but you need to let us know, right? But we'll know who you are from your contact information. But this is a great way for you to make that gift, right? So it's not a burden on you. Like many of us in here, I see a lot of our donors who give to many different campaigns. This is an opportunity for you, right, to support Southern University. And I tell folks, you know, the more that's on the menu for Southern University, the more opportunities we have to provide resources to the constituents, right, the students. The reason why we're here of the 5 campuses of Southern University, and the impact and the need is many. As many applications that you see here, there's probably twice, 3 times, 4 times, 5 times as many that need those dollars and need these resources. So consider making that gift. This was an opportunity for me to show this live time. If anybody has any questions, always contact Office of Institutional Advancement, right? The foundation, the federation will be here to assist you. And so now we're going to go back to our presentation. I have a few slides that I want to go through here. And as Mr. Brown talked about, you know, the seeds were planted for what I do with the foundation. It's called the $1 Million March, right? And so I have the great privilege of administering and being overseer of our annual Give Day campaign. And just a few oversights and a few tidbits of our campaign as we see many of our MDM captains, right, who have participated in this campaign in this room. I see a lot of them online that we've seen on the Zoom. You know, over last year, we had over 531 individuals show interest and say, we want to be a participant for the $1 Million March. Over 321 of them were active fundraisers. On SU Give Day, we raised over $1.1 million. That's the highest amount we've ever raised at Southern University in a 24-hour time span. We got over 1,000 gifts in that day. And so our goal this year is to get over 2,000 gifts, to reach the $2 million mark, right? To have over 500 active participants in the campaign. In the 90-day period, we raised over $3.7 million. So from June 1 to August the 31st, we raised $3.7 million as a collective system, right? Working together. And then if you look at it from January 1 all the way into the end of December 31st, we raised over in cash contributions, over $18 million, right? Over $20 million, right at $20 million total combined resources to Southern University, the 5 campuses of that. And that puts us in a high category of HBCUs that are doing annual giving campaigns. But, right, we need more. And the generosity expands for our students, right, in a world of crisis, because we know these students are going to go out and do some of those testimonials that we heard, provide the resources for a world that needs Southern University graduates, right? Individuals that came on Scotts Bluff, those folks that came at 801 Harding. I don't care if you went to Shreveport, New Orleans, right? The Law Center, the College of Ag. We want to make sure that we provide opportunity to that. If you go to the next slide, Cloris, if you don't mind. We have some individuals here who've signed up to be a part of this called the $1 Million March. And I know Mr. James Brown, he's one of those individuals that helped inspire and start the $1 Million March. It was a campaign that was started over, 12 years ago in a coffee shop in Houston, Texas on a napkin, right, with a vision and a plan. And from there, we've raised in the past 11 years over $103 million through this annual Give Day campaign. Thousands of gifts, right, to different funds throughout the institution. And so one of the things I want to recognize is I have 8 individuals who signed up just through this cause, this campaign from this particular night, right? We had Miss Lindsay Allen, Miss Linda Ville, Miss Pauline North, Miss Phyllis Morris, Cameron Harris, Taylor Woods, and Taylor Coleman. Those are the 8 individuals that say, I'm going to step up and I'm going to be not only make a contribution, but I'm going to join your cause and your effort. And so as we do the $1 Million March, right, it's a 90-day viral campaign. We're going to kick it off on June 1. We're going to end it on August 31st. SU Give Day is going to be on August the 30th this year because the 31st we go to Lake Charles, Louisiana. We got a football game. So I don't think people want to do Give Day on the same day we have a football game, but it's going to be a great opportunity for us to roll into that weekend, supporting the Jaguar football team, and then also having Give Day rolling into it. And so, the 3 things we ask you to do is consider taking off that day of work. First, making your personal gift, and then inspiring and encouraging other individuals, families, friends, classmates, sorority, fraternity brothers, roommates, suite mates, right? Whoever has an infinity, whoever has passion, whoever has love for what we do here at Southern University, to make a contribution. And as I mentioned, our goal is to get over $20 million this year in annual funds. And through SU Give Day, right, we will hopefully reach over that $12 million mark by the end of August of 2031 and amass over 2,000 gifts on SU Give Day. So it wouldn't be possible without campaigns like this, right? And the more we put on the menu, the more opportunities there are for people to make those contributions. So I greatly want to thank all of the individuals who were inspiring in the Support-A-Southernite Campaign, right? The Southern University System Foundation is here to help support you in any way that we can. And once again, Ms. Courtney Jarrell, thank you very much. Individuals on the Federation committee, right, who selected these great scholarships for these students, thank you very much. And then to the donors, right, who are the reason why we're here, who are inspiring individuals to increase their philanthropy, consider making a philanthropic gift to Southern University. I want to say thank you. And on behalf of the Southern University Foundation, thank you for being here this evening.
Thank you so much, Mr. Robert. Just wanted to take an opportunity to recognize our very own Dr. Robin Merrick. I see you. We love you. Talk about Supreme alumni. We love all that she does. Next, if you look at the back of your program, folks said my name. I'm about to say the committee's name. And I see President Carlton Jones, who serves on the scholarship committee, Charlissa Laws. If you see them, they're in bold. Miss Kia Bickham, Miss Michelle McCaleb, and Dr. Shana Warner. Dr. Taylor with the Human Jukebox. And I can't do this by myself. When I tell you this is a small troop, this is a small army. It's a small army that helped raise $55,000, right? That's a lot of money when you ask just your first time out the gate. So I'm going to ask that each of you who are listening to the sounds of my voice, be it now or later, if you hear me, see me, be a part of our group, be a part of the small army so that we can be trees on Southern University's campus, so we can recruit, so we can retain, so that we can give back to the students. And students, it's not just about receiving, right? I need you to go out there too and share this link, because it's your turn now. Help another student. Just share the link, share this QR code, ask a family member to donate. It's tax time always. Folks need write-offs, right? This is a good way of doing that. And finally, I need to recognize Mr. Clorith. Thank you, Clorith, our IT. And Mr. Alfred Hurrell. Thank him for allowing us to be here in this space tonight with the foundation. The foundation has provided a venue. Venues cost, food costs, drinks cost, right? And because of that support from the foundation, we can not only be excited about all that we've done together, but we can fellowship together with food and spirits. So now we're going to conclude our presentation, and I'm going to ask my lovely mother to come up, bless the food. Students, I'm going to ask, once we bless the food, that you stand out front in fact, with the scholarship committee members, if we go outside, once this is over, we'll take a photo. So, Mother.
I love this girl so very much, and I worked so hard for her without pay. Oh, Heavenly Father, most gracious Father, a Father of peace, and most of all, of love. He loves us. He wants us to do well in our adventures and what we can do to help others. Bless this food. Let it be a nourishment to our bodies and a strength to our soul. And Lord, don't let this food hurt us in any way. These blessings I ask in your name, amen. That was quick.
Go Southernites, and thank you for those who joined, and good night. So you all can line up in the back.